how would you explain to your sponsor the contribution of change management to achieving success? And your ability to effectively answer this question is critical if you're going to be able to convince your sponsor to invest in addressing the people side of your change initiative. So think about the discussion or the distinction we discussed earlier between the project challenge and the adoption challenge. The adoption challenge can be quantified. It's the portion of the total return on investment for a change that results from people adopting and using the solution in their daily work. And we can illustrate what we call the people-dependent portion of return on investment using a couple of project examples. Project 1 is about installing motion-activated lights in meeting rooms. And as the wording suggests, motion-activated lights turn on automatically when people enter a meeting room. It's not necessary to turn a light switch. The second project example we have is to install combination recycle and compost bins in the office. Notice that these bins include 3 different waste streams: garbage, recyclables, and compostables. So what we want you to do is, for each of these 2 projects, how much of the expected return on investment depends on adoption and usage of the solution that's being provided. So what we want you to do is to drop 2 pins to indicate the people-dependent portion of ROI, first for project 1, motion-activated lights, and then drop a second pin for project 2, installing recycle and compost bins in the office. Lisa, what do you think about what we're seeing in terms of the pin drops?
Yeah, that's the exact pattern that we wanted. Project 1 has very low people dependency, and we see that with those nice green raindrops. Project 2 has much higher people dependency.
Yeah, for project 2, people actually have to change their behavior compared to just using a garbage can, which is a single waste stream. Project 1, you don't need to do anything. Those motion activated lights will come on automatically when you enter the room. All right, let's move on. And next, we'd like you to address what we call the key question. The key question is, for your project, what percentage of overall results and outcomes depends on employee adoption and usage? So what is the people-dependent portion of ROI for your project? What is that number on a scale of 0 to 100? And we appreciate that this is a guesstimate. It's not meant to be a scientific estimate. And we also want you to answer the follow-up question, which is, how much are we investing? Is your organization investing in terms of budget, people, energy in driving and supporting employee adoption and usage as a percentage? And so we've got another poll for you. We'd like you to share those 2 percentages. So put a slash in the middle so we can see the distinction. First, what is the people-dependent portion of ROI for your initiative? And the second number is, how much are you investing in terms of budget and people and energy in driving and achieving that people-dependent ROI? And these won't necessarily add up to 100, right? Yeah, we're seeing lots of highly people-dependent initiatives, Lisa.
Yeah. You know, this one, 98 and 3, actually came from, this is an example from a project that I worked on. And one of the things that I love about this key question is just how it can really shift mindset quite quickly in senior leaders. When I asked the key question about what percentage of overall results and outcomes depend on employee adoption and usage, it's the first time I've ever rendered my VP of IT speechless. And of course, then we were investing 3%. And this conversation really helped open up and address some issues that we were having with the really significant gap.
Yeah, that's a great example. The key question is a really valuable question for you to use with your primary sponsor, with other key stakeholders, and find out if they have alignment in terms of, how they view the people dependency of the return on investment that's important to them from a particular change initiative. And if that people dependency of ROI is high, then you need to say, well, how much are we prepared to invest to capture whatever that return on an investment is that we're seeking from adoption and usage?
This is some great percentages and insights. So yes, keep that question handy. It's quite powerful.